TNC's turn to ban.
Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team's turn to pick. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team's turn to pick.
Earthshaker.
Hello and welcome to the International 2017. We are here with Team Liquid and TNC Pro Team. I am Sheever. I'm here with Blitz. Blitz, how you doing?
I just had the stupidest thought. I was like,
5 seconds remaining.
wow, it's TI7 and it's 2017. Those match up. I'll never forget which TI I'm at.
You only got to that conclusion now.
I don't know, dude. It's like
this is the first time. There's been so many TIs where the TI has just been said, rather than saying International 7, it's the International 2017.
Yeah, but I've always thought about it in the numeric form, and then I just realized
they're both numbers. Yeah. They're both numeric.
If I take away the 2, 0, and the 1, Cheever, I'm left with which TI I'm at.
You'll never forget again, ever. We're learning things in this stream, even if it's not entirely about Dota. We have ourselves a match that's actually pretty important. We have Liquid sitting on 8 and 2, and TNC sitting on 6 and 4. They're both in Group A, and if TNC is able to 2-0 this, they're tied, and then basically TNC gives themselves a better shot in making it to the upper bracket. Right now, Liquid is looking good to go to the upper bracket if they don't drop too many games anymore, but they have to face TNC, Empire, and Secret still. So it's not in the books yet for them, but these matches are going to be very important to secure upper bracket. You got to be in the top 4 to be upper bracket, and Group A is the group. The normal LGD, and LGD is doing quite well still as well. So you wanna just keep up with them.
10 seconds remaining.
Blitz, TNC. Team Liquid, I mean, what do you make of this so far?
TNC Team Liquid, okay. So usually when you second pick, you're gonna counter pick whatever you see first. So first pick usually gets the quote unquote OP hero, like whatever's really good in the meta currently. That's what they're gonna get. And then you have the opportunity with the follow-up 2 picks to kind of understand where they're going with it.
Yeah.
Because likely, for example, when you see Liquid pick Earthshaker, you know that's going to be a GH support ES.
Yeah. I mean, he's basically only played Earthshaker or IO and 1 Kotal, but Kotal gets bad.
The thing about it is, no matter what, Liquid's going to get one of those 3.
Yes.
It's just, because Liquid's not going to ban it, they want to play one of those 3, so it puts teams in a really awkward position where you just have to give it up. So from a drafting standpoint, it's very, very good. There was a team they lost to, though. Was it LGD?
They lost with the Shaker against EG, and they also lost
against
LGD with an IO.
And that was so big for LGD because they realized that they could beat the IO.
Yeah.
If you can beat these heroes...
Well, then they also lost against IO next game.
Yeah. It's like that thing PPD used to do where they have these, like... There's this wonky area where you give up a hero and see if you can beat it or not.
It's the Shrek story.
Yeah, exactly. Because you have to find out... It's really weird having to just give it away repeatedly and just like concede the fact that one of these 3 heroes is automatically going to beat yours.
Team's turn to pick.
And we have got ourselves an Oracle. I'm still not that big of a fan.
Yeah?
I like Dazzle better. Like, if you're going to go for a defensive hero, I like Dazzle. But that's also because I feel like you can feel the Dazzle impact, I think, a lot more than the Oracle.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think Dazzle... Whenever I see Dazzle played, I'm just thinking to myself, like, this hero's insane.
Yeah.
And when I see Oracle played, oftentimes you kind of get run over, and it feels a little bit mediocre.
Oh, but they do the wombo combo with the Husker Oracle, though.
Sometimes Liquid just...
Is this the first Husker? Are we having the first Huskar game?
Mm,
Was he? Because he was not picked at the end of the day yesterday, but he might have been picked in one of the games that was happening this morning.
I believe he was picked. You got so excited about that.
I did.
That I don't want to prove you wrong here, but I think there's a
5
decent
seconds
chance.
You can look it up. I'm curious.
I will.
Alright. There's been so many different hero picks this TI. It's
Alright,
crazy.
let's see.
We're a very interesting.
Husks? Oh, Husk was unplayed.
Hey, first Huskar of the tournament.
If anyone's gonna do it too, it's gonna be Liquid. If you watch DreamHack Atlanta, we got Huskard.
We got Huskard. I mean, it's a fun hero to watch as well.
Is it?
I think so, because he is very aggressive early on. Because if he's not aggressive early on, then he's just gonna fall flat later on. So he makes sure that the early to mid game is exciting. At least for me, not for the enemy team generally. But I do like TNC's lineup so far as well. They are looking pretty solid with their heroes, pretty straightforward as well. We're not yet sure if we're gonna have the Clockwork or the Sand King offlane both work out, and TNC has
Dire team's
I
turned to
believe,
ban.
played both, but I'm gonna imagine that Sam H will play the Clockwork. They'll have the SK played by Tim's
Dire team's
as
turn to
support.
pick. Radiant team's turn to pick.
I think the... Oh, that's a Necro too.
Yep.
I know they really like this hero as a whole. That means it's probably like... I'd like to see Miracle Huskar. And... Okay. That instantly explains the Oracle pick, right?
10
They see
seconds remaining.
they see Ember as a core, and they're thinking to themselves like, we're gonna Huskar this. Like
5
100%.
seconds remaining.
Because Ember just can't do anything against Huskar. If you think about Ember's item builds too, what do you typically go? Like Veil? Doesn't do much. If you go Battle Fury, too late. You sort of just lose already.
Can you switch back to the old-fashioned build of Ember Spirit, focusing on your physical damage?
I mean, yeah, but if you go with the Battle Fury though, what do you... It takes so long on Ember.
Yeah, it does.
And the
it
cleave
just delays.
mechanic is just kind of... It's so mediocre. You...
Please tell that to Owen.
Yeah? No other actually, just tell that to Owen. Okay, so
Choose your hero.
Tinker is a good way to deal with this, I think, because you need to delay.
Yeah.
Because like you said, there's a curve for Huskar. He's so incredibly strong going up, and then there's this like peak fall off point where you ideally want to end the game with this hero, because he just doesn't scale as well as other cores.
So we're favoring Liquid in this one, because I mean, delaying the game is one thing, but they only had 2 picks to prepare for the fact that they had to delay the game, right? That Huskar was picked fairly late, and you already stuck with your Rubik and your Clockwork, and that's not that great for your high ground defense. That's more like aggressive.
I think they got to last pick the Huskar, right? Or they picked the Sand King and then they took the
10
Huskar.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, I believe so, because then you got the...
5 seconds remaining.
Not entirely sure, but I think you're right.
Yeah, that
So-
has to have been how it was.
So that's even less less picks to prepare for Huskar. And is Tinker gonna be enough?
I mean, if there's one hero that can do it, it's probably Tinker right now.
Okay.
Because they needed a way, aside from the Sand King, to push in the waves. Or as the Europeans say, out spam.
I mean, I'm European, I don't say that.
Really? That's what the Euro pros say, like Pycat and Misery and stuff.
Out spam? That
Out
seems
spam.
like a League of Legends term.
That's like, you spam out the lanes, you know? You need some out spam.
No, because I don't see it. I've not heard that. No, I'm not convinced.
Well, Shiva, that's the term. that's the...
Well, all right. I think I just have to accept it.
Yeah, that's the colloquial term that we decided to use.
Well,
That's in the Dota zeitgeist.
Prepare for battle.
I don't know that word either. Right. Let's take a look at who's playing what. We got MATUMBAMAN. He's playing as Necrophos, just like the first game of the tournament he played. We got Miracle on the first Huskar of the tournament. 3 days in. So many heroes picked already. Kuroki's playing the Oracle. He's already in deep with the smoke to place that nice ward. Mind Control will play his Nature's Prophet. And GH once again on his Earthshaker. No real surprise there. We got a 5-man smoke coming out from TNC.
Smoke, go around, kill them all.
We're gonna walk up the high ground.
MATUMBAMAN is so dead.
Looking for that burrow strike.
They're gonna
fairly
go for
short
this.
range, but he's fairly
He's got
fast.
boots.
Yep, he's got it. Is They're back up. There's a lift, the golden lift even. MATUMBAMAN, he's trying to stay alive, but nah, there's no way.
What do you possibly...
I mean, he's trying to stay alive. You gotta give him the benefit of the doubt that he was trying to stay alive.
No. It's more like I'm looking at Kuroki and he's thinking about something. He's like, because he hasn't skilled anything yet. So he's just like, what do I skill here to make this somewhat okay? And there's absolutely nothing that you can do about it.
Alright, so Tim's is on the Earth Shaker. We got Earth Sand King. Wow. Also on
This ain't no snowball
Earth Hero,
fight.
whatever. 1-4-3-7 on his Rubik. Sam H on his Clockwork. We got Kuku playing the Tinker, who's being delayed on his venture to the mid lane after taking the rune. And then on the bottom lane we got ourselves an Ember, played by Raven. And the runes, I think the runes were still evenly split.
Yeah, they were. Mind Control got one, MATUMBAMAN got one. Yep. This bottom lane though, I am imagining this is very Nature's Prophet favored. Because you can just right click with the trees and...
Yeah.
So as a result they're going to go for an aggro tri-lane, but... Because this is the one thing that you can do against Huskar, right? You can aggro tri-lane him, he can't really do too much. He doesn't really have a lot of defensive abilities, and they're immediately going to go on him, and he's got nothing, Sheeps.
He's got nothing. That battery sold is pretty painful.
This is how you do it, I guess.
Yeah, shut him down early, so he never gets his feet on the ground, really. Kuroki getting a burst struck as well. There is another lift available in a couple of seconds, and that should be a third kill on the side of
that
TNC.
is fast.
There you go, got him.
It happens just like that.
It happens just like that. In the meantime, MATUMBAMAN is harassing Kuku quite a bit here on his Tinker.
He had the advantage just because the Earthshaker showed up and fissured a few times in the wave. But the one saving grace for Liquid right now is this bottom lane. We talked about how I'm pretty certain, as your expert analysis, that this lane... I've never played this lane matchup, so I don't run into a lot of Nature's Prophets lately anyways.
I mean, it is a very matchup. Because normally we see... Wait a second. Huskar, again. Miracle, stuck, and dead. Okay, so are we going to see a lane swap? Because this is not good. Or is this still good because of that bottom lane? Like,
I think it's time to swap lanes. But the problem is if you swap lanes, they'll just follow you back.
Yeah, but at least you got the move.
That's true. Man, the beginning of this is rough. Look at bottom 2.
Yeah, Raven is actually, he might actually die. There is a burrow strike available from Tim's. Actually, there's not. He doesn't have the mana for that, but it does force mind control away. And that's enough for the moment.
This is good though. He forced heroes around, which is really important because they couldn't deal with that 3-on-2 up at top. And Tim's coming down here without any mana. Think about it, he's gonna have to re-heal. Both of these guys have to heal, and he can't TP anymore. He has to run all the way back, so Miracle's gonna find a little bit more footing up at top, because he can deal with just the solo Clockwork. Yeah,
because 1-4-3-7 also just rotated down. Also, no mana on that top lane for him at the moment.
Regeneration.
For the Rubik.
The rough part though is that Miracle had to walk all the way there. He didn't have a TP himself.
Kuku got blocked out. They're gonna try and kill him. Kuryu dies as well, but we're going to follow Kuku's death here. I think his death is quite certain, especially with Mind Control teleporting in. He does take a lot of beating from this tower, but he'll be okay.
He sniped the courier as well.
That's why he was behind there.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And he's going to shove in the wave. If you're this Necro, you want to make sure that Tinker gets as little of this as possible. So you just shove in the wave. Going to deal some damage to the tower, because we talked about how important that mid tower is, Sheever.
Yeah.
And more importantly, like when you're a mid player, you want to chip it down whenever you can. That's why you'll see like people just take hits on it, you know.
This Clockwork is having a rough time without his supports here.
Yeah.
He's not able to do much, but Tim's is back, and 1-4-3-7 is on his way back as well.
That's what I mean. That the bottom TP really kind of makes the game a little bit wonkier for them. It's less straightforward.
Yeah. And it also means that the Ember Spirit is back to having the shitty matchup for him with the Nature's Prophet.
But it's a weird situation because no matter what, you know that somebody's game is going to get sacrificed. At least for Raven at this bottom lane, he can get XP. Like he can just soak up XP, and he shouldn't be able to die to mind control.
Oh, Miracle has his eyes on Sand King.
But again, they're in a weird position where because they weren't up here as 3 and they didn't have full strength, somebody gets low, and this lane is not as won as it once was. And now you've got GH up here too. Maybe if Tim's doesn't force that TP bottom, this game is completely different.
Yeah.
It's like that game we saw. Remember when MATUMBAMAN was Ursa? You just TP'd
Yes.
to top, and then he was forced in a weird situation. That's kind of this moment in the game. Is they're gonna ping him out. They want to go on him. Sam H is gonna pop that.
Let's see. Miracle is in a bit of a pickle here, but alive for the moment. And
Oh,
Tim's is the
no.
one to die first. Mind Control coming in to help out. Seeing if he can get something more. He has his Sprout available, but he doesn't have the range, and that means that Mr. 7 should be fine. And he does get the Sprout off to see if there's still someone stuck in the trees, but it is Sam H. And even the scan they used, it's not in the right place. He's still looking for him though. Sam H, can he stay alive? I don't think so. He gets scouted out. He does do a lot of damage to Miracle. He has to be careful here, but yeah, there's no way. He can't escape.
He's on fire.
Oh,
That was. I had a fairy fire.
he tried. Yeah, he was never in any trouble. Fine. However, Raven is okay too.
Yeah. Raven gets a little bit more space on the map. He's level 5. He's doing okay for himself, but these TPs just kind of make the game really awkward. And now you've got a Nature's Prophet who's really strong. There was like this window of time where they could have abused that top lane a little bit more, but because of that TP, then they have to run down, and he has to run back to base. Then he has to run up. Half his team isn't ready. Like, it's just such an awkward position to be in. In mid, they're gonna go for it, but MATUMBAMAN pops his Ghost Shroud. Shouldn't go down to this, and in fact, they're gonna turn it around.
Yep, that means that he's running for his life. One more hit will do it, but he is staying alive for the moment. The aura, though, is down slowly but steadily. Burst strike up to the high ground. And
no.
He lives.
They should have. Oh, he gets caught.
With the Fisher.
GH just throws it out. Even finds a regen like this. This is getting so rough now for TNC. This Nature's Prophet is playing too fast around the map for them to deal with.
Kills early on in the game generally mean less than kills later on because they just get a lesser advantage. And at this point, Liquid, they managed to even out the score. They are still having MATUMBAMAN with a bit of trouble, but GH comes in as well, so he's trying to help out. Lives back to the other side of the Fisher, and that still secures the kill for Tims. In comes Kuroki, he's here to help out, making sure that he kills up one for 3-7. GH looking for another go. He has a Fisher in 2 seconds, but they both back off. I still get the Fisher out, just good measure. Hey, top lane! That was a solo kill.
He was full HP too. That is... Okay, that's not on us. That's such an unexpected kill. Yeah, that was just a solo clockwork against a Huskar. He had full everything too. He didn't have to use the hookshot either. So just a weird set of circumstances in general.
Bit of a misplay perhaps. I mean, the clockwork is out-leveling the Huskar a bit.
A bit. By like a...
Well, after that kill, it was an extra level.
Yeah.
Before that, it was 1 level.
Still, Liquid doing okay around the map.
Yeah.
The best part is that the Nature's Prophet is at such a sick game. As well as, oh, he's gonna hunt for your bottom. Wait, what?
Oh, that was a bit of a misplay.
Somebody
messed up.
Someone's getting fired for that.
Yep. Ooh, we have a rotation up top. Tims is here together with 1 for 3-7, and they want to take down Miracle again. The burst strike to set things off. Stuck in the cog. Miracle tries to do it again, but
okay, they're righting the ship a little bit. Although at bottom, if they don't lose the courier there, that somebody was fiddling with it, I think. And
I think so too. Someone was microing it away, and yeah, that does.
If they just send it down, it survives.
GH gets caught, but manages to stun 3 and lays down a Fisher.
Yeah. And Tims is in trouble here as MATUMBAMAN chasing him. This should be a clean ultimate.
There's a burst strike and a TP available, but oh yeah, never mind that. Decides to finish him off.
He doesn't get him in the.
Oh, mind control! He might actually die. Wow, there we go, Raven.
All right, Raven has completely reset his game now, and that's the crazy part is when you're that far ahead of one laner and you die solo like that, the gold advantage just completely swings. Like he, despite just being a punching bag for the majority of this lane, is now he's for half a second he jumped in front of mind control in terms of net worth.
So how do we rate this game? Because it started out with TNC doing really well, and then we had them, you know, on the back foot a bit with Liquid coming back, and now it seems like TNC is doing okay again. Are we even? Are we square?
I don't think we're quite even yet, but TNC, they're making the most of it right now. They're having good individual plays more than anything. I would say that one bottom TP by Tims made their game awkward, but they've done enough And up at top,
Oh, Tinker, he gets actually blocked in by the treants. There was no way out for him. He was not able to get out. He teleports out.
yeah. Sam H wastes the hook shot. Up at top, unable to do anything about it. Is Kuro just Fate Edicts himself, and what are you gonna do about that?
Sand King.
Dire's bottom tower is
Oh, teleporting by 1.37. He teleports into his Sprout. He teleports in to die, gets the lift off, but it doesn't do anything whatsoever. Tims, you better be careful here. You got a bit of backup there. You got Sam H stuck there as well.
He's stuck.
And
He's just gonna get right-clicked and
those trees. He's not
probably
almost
shouldn't have
blocked.
cost that.
Yeah. And Tims walks forward because... question mark? Raven comes in to try and help his team, but his team was already dead by the time he arrived, so he's in a tricky position. He can still get himself to the high ground, and that will be enough. Hey! Sam H, can he make this a double kill? He's already got one down. Mind Control is taking a lot of damage as well, though there's no flare available, unfortunately, for him, but that looked like it almost looked like he could get a double, maybe even a triple kill. With a bit more lucky battery installed.
And just a sloppy fight overall as Miracle now has the armlet. Up at top, Tims is going to go into a little bit of fight with him as Raven commits. Looks like they still want to go for this. There is an armlet available, but here comes the laser.
Tims takes a lot of damage, but he's okay to just walk back. A lot of skirmishes across this map. As Sam H still dies, he was still... I'm not sure what he was doing there, actually. He was just taking a little bit of a stroke.
There's just battles happening all around the map. This is a very good game of Dota overall. Both teams, there's some minor errors here and there, but the overall skill is pretty good. I'd say there's only been like 2 mess ups. As up at top, Miracle gonna go for it. Ulti costs him nearly nothing, especially with that armlet.
Yeah. So who are these skirmishes favoring? Like, is there one team that is more happy with all these fights around the map? Because we know that Tinker is there to play the game, right? So you would imagine that that generally TNC wants to play it safe, not as many skirmishes.
I would say Liquid is probably a little bit more satisfied with how the early game's gone, and Sam H at bottom gonna get treated in. MATUMBAMAN does. He has that ulti, wants to try to use it, but
he's running for it, but Major Prophet is gonna.
Here's a DC. Can we pause? Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Illusion.
Ходят на полном серьезе, они просто-напросто дерутся как в пабе.
Это весело?
Это весело, я не спорю. Вот такую доту намного приятнее смотреть, чем позиционка. Ну, это веселее, как бы, да, мы понимаем скиллы.
The seeds of fortune. You and I never refuse gold given.
不要 K， 我要这个人头，把头给我。
拿去。
对啊，我队友是个
Someone's connection dropped. Dire's middle tower isn't going to last long.
Pull roots and run.
Dire's bottom tower needs some help.
Справляется на 3000,
Radiant's
наверное,
top
вот,
tower
да,
is
улетаем.
under attack.
Матумба 6700 на этого ларца. Все, у него...
Because Radiant fortified their structures.
Боже, ну какая война вообще по всем
Dire's
фронтам.
bottom tower is
Шейкер
under
тоже
attack.
берут. И отличный
игра от TNC. Забрали и Фуриона,
Killing
Шейкера.
spree.
И сверху
Double kill.
совместно не
И
остановили.
Куроки погиб, который забирал кукули, Клокер будет пытаться ловить Матумбу. Матумба зажимает, выбрасывает Матумбу подальше отсюда. Матумба тут разбирается со всеми, пришел Миракл. Миракл не знает, что делать. Миракл
Triple kill.
Прыгнул, не получилось.
Блейдмейл. Сэмаш Рейвен пришел, идет заруба дальше, Матумба дерется с ним, Рейвен бегает пугать, и тут контрол ворвался Тимс трусит ультимейта, Матумба пытается как-то жить, хил нужен хил, Тимс едва живой, Рэмпэдж сделал Матумбамен в этот самый момент, это просто неописуемая какая-то драка.
Аналитика тут бессильна.
Я просто не понимаю, что здесь произошло, но Liquid Матумбамен только что сделал Рэмпэдж. Я не понимаю, как он это сделал, почему так получилось. Как на 14-й минуте Некрофоса можно сделать рэп? И это жесть какая-то. Матумбамен. Я говорю, мы вчера комментировали Liquid, и мы сошлись на том, с Артуром мы комментировали, что какую-то логику в действиях Liquid искать не стоит, потому что там вот так вот просто. Погнали, пацаны, давай, деремся. Никаких там линий, никаких, просто идем в атаку и бьем лица. Так намного веселее, и это работает.
Ну, Куроки уже не раз говорил, что у него очень сильная команда, у него очень сильные игроки, и, в общем-то, он им доверяет. Они сами прекрасно знают, что делать, и
Radiant's top
какая-то
tower
подобная
has
ситуация.
fallen.
Ну и вышечку забрали, наконец-то.
I'll take your tribute.
Так, теперь мы помним о том, как же хорошо Пускар работает, если он пушит вышки. Как мощно он осаждает двора. И нужно от этого играть. Пока есть шанс.
Да, на самом деле, по чуть-чуть уже в Radiance выходить начинает тот же Матумбамен, у него 2700, это много, 9-й левел Миракл. Миракл тоже уже полезен, 14-й Матумбамен, это, конечно, слишком хорошо.
Да, и у Сукинка нету бликдаггера. По-хорошему эту вышку можно отдать. Нет, это страшно.
Шейкер прыгнет,
Tower is
Тимса.
under attack.
Тимс.
Можно поспамить ракетку? Ну нет, смотри, они решили драться.
Матумба просто накрывает у нас товарищ 4-7, а тут АП, букшот мимо, Матумба, Блейдмейл, Сэмаш на Матумбу, Матумбу надо сейвить, Матумба в шрауд, прыгает Миракл, Сэмаш продолжает команда TNC подвиживать, Куку пытается жить, Джаш прыгнул и еще один фраг, Миракл, даблкилл.
Я не знаю, то есть я сказал, что они могут драться, они здесь находятся по одному, остальные герои находятся очень, Эмбер Спирит не может дойти, потому что в центре будет без брейкдауна.
Better help Dire's middle tower.
На равном месте.
Dire's middle
И
tower
1500
has
голды
fallen.
залили.
Попытался Куро задинать тавер, полетел в мид, бросил дизарм на Эмбера, но
Not much good's happening to Radiant's bottom
Матумба
tower.
8-2-7 стату имеет. Миракл, кстати, понемножку отковыривается, да, 3-6-3 у него.
Топ-3
Radiant's bottom tower's got
Сэвидж на
problems.
подходе.
топ-3 Нетверсы можно не останавливаться. У них есть Фурион. Майнд-контроль может зафармить любую линию. Пока они там бегают, четвером развлекается, Фурион фармит свой лес, Фурион фармит линию сверху, и Фурион, если что, подфармит и центр. Майнд-контрол знает, что делать с героем. И так ликвиды действуют. Они находятся снизу.
Dire's middle
Сейчас
tower
выжидают,
isn't going to last long.
Пошел Рубик ставить вард. Сразу его убили.
Тимса на тем временем пытается убить, закрыл его Майнд-контрол. Тимс не может просто выйти, Майнд-контрол. Ну это шикарно.
И Эмбер находит Майнд-контрола. Привязал.
Боже, ну Тимс чуть не умер, бедный. Майнд-контрол погибает здесь, да, но не мог бедный Тимс выбраться с пенечков, которые его окружили. И если бы он там и остался, было бы, конечно, весело. Матумба выходит на линию, видит Маша, сюда. Не сюда, я знаю, сколько ты мне горя принес.
They're beating
В
on
начале этой
Dire's
игры.
top tower. Looks like Dire fortified their structures.
10 тысяч у него уже нетворса, 2500 больше, чем у
Dire's
Тимса,
top
1000
tower is
больше,
under
чем у
attack.
Рейвена.
Dire's top tower has
Сколько
fallen.
будет Radiance.
Да. И станет этот парень еще неприятнее. Много неприятнее. Хороший герой.
Пошли в танк TNC. Пошли в оранжский лес. Ставить варды. Кого-то подцепить. Ликвиды захалдились. Ну раз уж там у Некрофуса очень скоро будет Radiance, то можно торопиться и просто подождать, пока он выкладывает. И зафармить. Это время для Санкинга. У него очень скоро появится блиндагер. И вот тогда, может быть, смогут TNC как-то перевернуть замес. Понятное дело, что, скорее всего, Хускара будет очень тяжело убить, но вот против остальных героев Санкинг.
Что Miracle, Кура и Джош выдвигаются в смоуке тоже на нижнюю линию, да, в сторону Майнка, в сторону Матумбамена.
Смока.
Матумбамен уже с рученьки по 250.
Больно. Да, сразу пошли TNC.
Ну и найдут первого Миракла, который в смоке вот здесь, либо Миракл просто-напросто нет. Кинкер ушел. Синкинг с блинком. Наконец-то, 20-я минута.
Это шанс. Покликали на Майт контроль. Но Рубик с Санкингом вдвоем его не факт, что заберут.
Ну да, Майнд Контрол.
Его бы тоже хватило.
Почему бы и нет? Тавр снизу падает тоже, что подбежал сюда Матумбамен, несмотря на то, что Куку продолжает эти покусаки забрасывать.
Придется вышку отдать. Здесь
Not much
Я не
good
знаю,
happening to
Джош.
Radiant's bottom tower.
читает эти.
Чуть-чуть рановато все-таки прилетел. Ну что, Тавр будет по чуть-чуть забирать. Крипов не убивал. Бэкдора у нас нет.
Radiant
Вышечки.
Snow fortified.
Но глип.
Или отойти.
Да.
Dyer's
Тимс
middle
пошел
tower is
искать.
under attack.
Пошел по всю сторону. В центре находится Тимс. Тут у нас ошибается. Миракл выходит за ним. Не успевает прыгнуть. Отличный.
Someone better help Dyer's
Калимирочек
middle
и
tower.
все.
14:37. Я с вышки продолжается. Надо как-то посмелее. Пока не
Not much good's happening to Radiant's bottom tower.
Вот, начали бить два Гора и
Radiant's bottom tower has
Миракл уже
fallen.
больно делать. Линза тем временем появился у Куку, а в миде экшен у нас Майнд Контрол и очередной умирает. Прекращать ему. Тут поймали Куку. Альбион, Матумбамен. Ну и минус Куку. Очень больно.
Очень крутая комбинация шейка.
Сэмаш отрезал Джаш его и Джаш не опускается. Дабл. Get life. Бумба.
Ну вот билд у Матумбы крутой. У
They're
него вырывается
bleeding on
Клопер,
Dyer's
нажимаешь
top
на
tower.
Blackmail, и Клопер побивает сам себя.
Dyer's
То же самое
fortified
касается
their
и Санкинга,
structures.
и Эмбер Спирита, и Кингера. В итоге можно просто
Dyer's
войти.
top tower is under
После
attack.
этого нажать капсулу. Кингер сразу умирает.
Алибарда Мираклу готовая. Сразу же курьер отправится на базу.
Are those cracks in Dyer's
Рэдианс. В
top tower?
следующей драке будет Алибарда и Рэдианс улетит. Что тут задумал Синкинг, он будет воровать. Давай,
Dyer's top tower.
давай. Воруй.
We haven't seen the last
The
of him.
seeds of fortune.
И Рубик. Ну, если не шейкером. И теперь можно смело отдавать Т2. Но тут дефать будет очень и очень тяжело.
Вот Джаш видит Рубика, хочет прыгнуть. Джаш срезает и надо убивать. Прыгает. Так вот, здесь же, здесь же Клокер порвался зря. Клокер закрывает Джаша, выталкивает его, включил Блейдмейл, стоят, ждут ликвиды. И хорошо, Тимс, неплохо. Матумба пытается Блейдмейлом, тут много дэмэджа питать. Матумбамен включает Шраут, ну и размен пока 2 в 1. Миракл уже на хайграунде дерется с людьми, там коса в Сэмаша, Сэмаш погибает тоже, это уже минус 3. Миракл на хайграунде прогоняет всех остальных, разбивает Коги и
Radiant's middle tower
великолепно.
should have to take
Высокие
this
решения от Ликвид. Хотя на самом деле все было ну очень-очень добро.
Ну да, драться
Where did
здесь имеет
Radiant's
смысл
middle
только
tower
под
go?
Т3 под святынями. Классно, Шейка занимает позицию сверху и врывается в колонну. Больно. И вот теперь мы наблюдаем, как с помощью Эмбер Спирит
Ну, Миракл просто не обращает внимания на происходящее. Его там, если что, подхилят. Сейчас умрет Эмбер, да? Жить. Прогоняет, прыгнул Латинс. Хорошо, прыгнул. Не наносит дэмэдж. Лишний предмет Матумба. Матумба выхиливают, прыгнули опять Матумба толпой. Матумба проседает очень сильно. Шраут включил и погибает. Матумбамен, Рейвена поймали в сайленсе он. Но убить не могут. В итоге Тимс отправит погоню.
Double kill.
Building a future without you in it.
Dominating. Radiant's middle barracks are under attack. Radiant's middle barracks have fallen.
Но мясы не мясами, а горишь ты все равно, и это приятно, и Miracle, ну ладно, что ты не сделаешь, по-моему.
Ну, скоро разберется с этим вопросом. Он бар и пойдет к концу. Там его уже будет не оставить. Его не смогут оставить никоим образом. Там 5 героев, и никто даже потенциально не может убить его с руки.
Да, и есть мнение, что ликвиды не будут ждать чего-либо, они вот прямо сейчас пойдут, будут ломать шрайны и на нижнюю линию будут заходить и пытаться снабдить базу прямо сейчас. Ну, не прямо сейчас.
Но уже двигаются.
Уже двигаются.
Единственная надежда — это ошибка. Майк контроль не ошибается.
Да,
Сразу улетает. Он любит так вот.
что он делал?
Это его фишечка. У нас была игра, где он так летал раз, наверное, 3 или 4, и в конце концов, по-моему, он проиграл ту игру.
Вот, сидит, проверит, подумает о своем поведении. Команда тем временем прошлась через всю карту, забирает второй шрайн, делает какие-то мувы, играет в International.
Да.
А Mind Control Бэмби. Все нормально. По-моему, понятно. Сам.
Станет популярным.
Да, конечно.
Все они будут.
Конечно. Какая Энди, да? Хорошая.
Хороший.
Хороший.
Так. Да пошли. Напасть до.
Отпрыгнул, Сэмаш будет нападать. GH прыгает, двоих, GH может умереть. Ничего таки не сделав, GH сейвит, конечно. Там есть у него Писура, все у него есть. Вот она Писура, и сейчас будет ультимейт. Вот он ультимейт от GH. Он отбегает, еще может выживет даже, да, выживает. -2. Здесь Miracle. Живой GH только сейчас погиб. Куро пытается догнать кого-то. Летит Тинкер. Тинкер отменяется телепорт. Кроки отсюда уходит 2 в 1. 2 в 1, ну ничего критичного. Уже снизу в миде Тимс поддерживает линию. Ну а ликвиды будут идти по топу, наверное, на Т2.
Ну, попытка была неплохая. Если бы они нашли бы Орк, его бы быстро забрали, и он будет...
Тарасочка.
Dire's bottom tower needs some help.
15, 3, 12. Мама. Сильный момент. Очень сильный.
Dire's bottom tower is being chipped away. Radiant's top tower is doing better.
Ультимейт Орк, второго.
Radiant's top tower deserves just as much help as God. Radiant have fortified their structures.
Шанс избивать саппорт.
Dire's top tower isn't going to last long.
Ультимейт.
Да все равно. Да ему просто все равно.
Сейчас будет полный.
Надо опять заканчивать. Сдавались на Джиаша. Куро очень много работы делает. Мы, кстати, можем погибнуть. Рейвен! 99 секунд. Сэмэйдж и Тимс едва живы. Матумба за ними. Словит их Матумба. Тимс, понимаешь, надо хоть что-то сделать. Матумбамен его тут выжигает. Реддит, вся остальная штука вот это работает. Минус 4 Miracle Wicked Sick. Mind Control сделал 2 фрага еще. Ну, вот так.
Очень просто от безысходности они понимают, что если игра затянется, то у тебя есть Оракл, у которого потом раунд ультимейт будет 30 секунд.
Да, Miracle ломает вместе с Матумбой очередную сторону. Так, Матумба успеет ли? Да, успели убить Матумбу. Миракла тоже успевает убить. Слушай. Отличная игра от вышки. не
Radiant's
ждали.
bottom tower's got problems.
И
Ошиблись,
Куро
ошиблись.
убежал, и в итоге как-то получилось слишком легко для TNC. Так получаться не должно. Но в итоге не получилось.
Как Микрофон прям порядочно.
Ну да,
Копал двоих, а хотя бы вот
можно, например, по разным линиям заходить, как бы это тоже работает в Dota 2.
да, вариантов много. Можно, кстати, тут собрать Некропус. И в этой игре он. Если бы был бы
Ты
Энви,
понимаешь, что
был бы
соберет...
Энви, он бы уже выиграл.
Ух ты!
Некропус.
Empire выиграли у AG Vitality первую карту.
Молодцы.
Ух ты! Empire, 6-я победа, 6-7, Empire. И TNC сейчас сидят и думают, блин, плохо все. Потому что TNC-то, если выигрывает Empire у AG Vitality, TNC-то вылетает с топ-4. Контрола убивают, пошел. Шейкера тоже убили.
Майнд контрол не подходит. Слушай, ну вообще, знаешь, если получится у TNC убить всех, и останется один Кускар, и у Кускара не будет МКБ, то, в общем-то, Инкер просто закроет его лазером.
Думаешь?
Ну, пока у них получается, то есть они, конечно, теряют вышки, они теряют бараки, но такой легкий шанс, такой малюсенький, наверное, 1%.
Ну, видишь, Куку на Тинкере действительно хорош, несмотря на то, что этот герой вообще никак не вписывался в эту
Да.
движуху.
То есть он собирает догон, который вообще ничего не делает Кускару.
Да, но делает другим героем.
Вот, и он старается...
Делает Ораклу в первую очередь. Скара. Да. Классно. Ну, там туда он теперь
4 секунды.
10.
Ну, когда тебе...
Smart money.
Ты не ломаешь. Да, радуешься, жив. 60% мувмент слова. 42% дэмэдж дил. Скипер-то дэмэдж. 65% дэмэдж. Ай, как красиво. Словно 6 секунд.
Качал Риар на троне. Пора. Фурен видно. Куку ждет.
Майнд контрол.
Фурен прилетел. Ракета. И бежать. Даже не думать.
Вторая. Ну, теперь точно бежать.
Вот плюс один Тинкеру, он убьет.
Ну да.
Но тут скорее...
Сам не убьет, потому что сайленс.
Скорее плюс один Майнд контрол идет.
Так, залетели здесь на Сэмаша. Сэмаш ТП аут. Сэмаш убили ТП аут. Ну и его тут нет будет. Ну пока. Икосы.
Локер старался.
Ой-ой-ой-ой. Куку. А вот это обидно было.
Его труды
Always to
окупились.
get short shrift.
1-2.
А вот это было обидно, реально было обидно. Вот так вот погибать. Рейбл-то тем временем Т2 на нижней линии.
Dire structures are fortified.
Прилетает сюда Матумбамен. Входит.
Находится.
Dire's bottom tower needs some help.
Майнд контрола и погибает еще и Тинкер.
Деньги на Тараску есть уже в Матумбе, вот он ее покупает. Не знаю, чтобы дальше Аганим было бы неплохо приобрести, чтобы почаще иметь возможность косой размахивать на карте. А Аршанчика забирает Miracle Imman Control.
Очень тяжело дойти до базы, потому что Тинкер и Эмбер Спирит выполняют невероятный объем работы. Они стараются любыми возможными способами.
Ну да, мы помним в старые времена, когда Тинкер против Эмбера, это было невыносимо смотреть, если не в одной команде, их вообще поймать нереально. Один второй летает, в итоге цель у Liquid должна быть самая простая. Идем в тупую, в лоб. Да, плейдмейл включил. Матумба и пошел себе, да. Тинкер там стоит фонтаном страдает. Так, пошел дэмэдж по бараку. Пока нет диффенсов, вдвоем стоять не будут. Убегаются. Рокеты хорошо, второй не особо парится, 7 поднять, выигрывает время. Матумба выхиливает его, пошел дэмэдж по второму бараку. Стокер порвался об Куро, правильное решение. Матумба здесь же, Матумба пытается хилить, коса полетела, накрывает Стокерка на 76 секунд. Миракл жив, Тим пытается отсюда уйти, прыгает на Рейвена, и у Рейвена заканчивается ХП просто молниеносно. Пока он опустится, будет Миракл готов еще раз на него прыгнуть. Рейвен едва живой, и Куро чуть в соло его не убил и ловит его GH, он прыгает в ту же точку, куда Рейвен летел за своим Реминантом красиво, Джаш. Ай, красиво. Но сторона упала. Нет Рейвена и Тим. Вот так вот просто нагибает. Ну и Ликвид выигрывает эту карту.
TNC играли хорошо.
Да.
Вот тем пиком, который у них был, я понял, что это вообще было выиграть почти нереально. При этом они смогли какую-то борьбу. Очень круто действовали в начале, но немножечко открытие.
Ну, Джаш умирает.
Да, но в конце
Выжил. Куку поймали. Миракл щаврит, прыгнул, дать не вижен, его не видно. Беда. Вот он вижен и не видно Куку. Все.
до конца.
Нормально. Давай. Фонтан прям. Тебя все равно не убьют.
Radiant's bottom barracks have
Ну и
fallen.
ГГ.
Player now has
Жуки какие. Да, молодцы, ликвиды, действительно. Вот этот пик Скара, он просто-напросто все.
TNC's turn to ban.
Radiant team's turn to ban. Dire team's turn to pick. Radiant team's turn to pick.
Red Rider!
Hello and welcome back to another game of the International 2017. We're in Group A. Team Liquid is facing TNC Pro Team. TNC
10
lost
seconds
game number
remaining.
1. Liquid walked away with that and made it look easy.
5 seconds
I'm
remaining.
Shiva, I'm here with Blitz. Blitz, what does TNC need to do to change their fate?
They need to not get Huskard.
I mean, I don't think they're gonna get Huskard. Hey! Oh.
What?
I thought for a second we were gonna have an IO, but Liquid banned out the IO themselves.
Yeah. TNC probably one of the other few teams that do it, and that is
Whoa.
a weird...
Alright, this is the first game that they have played so far where they don't open with an IO or an Earthshaker or a Casual. That is. Like with one of the 3 GH
10 seconds
heroes.
remaining.
Well, this time it's been bad. So, everything has been bad.
5 seconds remaining.
So it'd be impossible.
It is impossible because they banned out the IO themselves. So it's
Yeah.
like,
It's impossible.
Confusing. They have to change it up. But they also do the Zeus.
TNC, take Silencer, please.
I mean, they have played Silencer before on 137. They lost that game though.
They're either going to take Silencer or Rubik.
Actually, they won one game with Silencer.
It was against EG.
It was against EG with the Bat Rider already, so they can pair them up.
Radiant team
Do you like
ban.
this opening for Liquid, by the way? Obviously, they get forced into something else, but
Very cool. It's an interesting opening. I'm trying to figure out why... I'm thinking, so Sand King is probably one of the more common 4 positions in Dota.
Yeah.
He's like Coddle with the stun. He shoves the waves
10
in,
seconds
plus
remaining.
he has a stun. And Zeus, I'm imagining, is
5 seconds
to
remaining.
counter the Bat Rider. You know, Bat tries to blink in, just ulti.
Dire
But-
team's turn to ban.
Still pretty interesting.
Radiant team ban.
what kind of Zeus is this? Is this Miracle Zeus? We have seen Miracle Zeus earlier this tournament. We
Mm,
casted that game actually.
I think they're going to keep it open for now. They could even do something like GH Zeus and offlane Sand King.
Dire team ban. Radiant team's turn to pick.
Because Zeus can just spam lanes. Whenever you try to get close, you arc lightning from so much distance away.
So what did they need to focus on with the next pick for Team Liquid?
For Team Liquid,
Like, is there something that they haven't countered yet? Is there something they should
they
want?
probably take their...
Seconds
You can take
remaining.
your 1 position right now, just because of the fact that TNC has
5
shown
seconds remaining.
2 cores,
Mhm.
potentially. And I think, especially if you see the carry already, what you're trying to do usually with the carry is match the other carry's timing. So, let's look at the heroes. Oh, I clicked that stupid thing.
Which stupid thing?
The one that makes it all dark. I am
Ah.
a fool.
Dire team's turn to pick.
Don't worry, you can look at my screen. That works too.
Oh, they
They
took
go for the
Beastmaster?
Beastmaster though, so that's mind control. That also reveals that Sand King is GH hero.
That's a pretty good like encounter too.
He also builds an Necronom. Well, he can.
I think MC is one of the few people that don't like building. No.
Remaining.
Even when it was popular, I think he was always reluctant.
5 seconds remaining.
Sad.
Okay, I will guess Liquid's carry. I will say
Alright.
it's right now. I will say it's either Void or Silly Bear.
Well, we have seen already MATUMBAMAN played a lot of Void and 1 Lone Druid so far.
But I think it's much more likely that they take Void with this kind of setup.
Is why is Necro Fuzz this time not an option? I mean,
Radiant
last
team's
game
turn
worked
to
out just
pick.
fine. What's wrong with it this time?
I just don't think it pairs very well with the rest of their heroes. I mean,
Dire
Kuro's
team's
liable to
turn
do
pick.
anything because he's Kuro, but there it
Still a
is.
bear.
It feels like it had to be one of those two, considering the circumstances of what you're laning against. If you're going to be against a Batrider, you need something like that. But from my understanding anyways, I'm pretty sure Batrider beats Lone Druid.
10 seconds remaining.
In a 1v1?
Just the lane overall is kind of annoying for him
5 seconds
from
remaining.
my recollection of the situation. But
We'll see
maybe
if
I'm
that's
wrong
actually
here.
going to be the matchup, though. They can swap it around if they
Yeah.
want to. Have some supports helping out. Jakiro picked up on the side of TNC. I do like that a lot, especially that he's picked third, because that means he's the biggest with the wing spread of 2 extra heroes on either side. I'm looking forward to see what TNC is picking up next. We are
Radiant team's
lacking
turn to
still their
ban.
mid hero and another support. And they actually go for their mid first, so they're leaving their fourth, their position for their last pick.
Maybe it's the Batrider.
Maybe you're thinking they can swap it out, switch it up.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. We've seen
Seconds
a
left.
4-position Batrider
Decided?
twice already this tournament.
We
Did I cast one of those games with you?
No, I have not
Toby,
cast.
I think I cast one with Toby and one with Owen. Or not Owen, Lyrical.
So far there's only been once when I believe there's only been once where TNC picked their support last, and it was a Kunkka at that point.
Kunkka.
Why would you save Kunkka for last, though?
Okay, I will say...
What will you say?
Is Clockwork banned?
Clockwork is not banned. And they've played a lot of Clockwork already. I mean, we saw it even previous game.
I will tell you something though that's weird about Dota players. Is if they lose with the hero in a series, like in a best of 3, they
Yeah.
often have trouble going back to it.
No. Liquid did their homework too. Is Kunkka banned.
Yeah. That's weird though, right? It's like
No, it's
maybe it wasn't the heroes.
you start doubting yourself.
Yeah. It's probably just human nature more than
10
anything, right?
seconds remaining.
Because if you lose with it twice, you'd be telling yourself like, we're so dumb.
5 seconds remaining.
It's like if it's in the same best of 3 or same 2-game series in this case.
Hmm.
I mean, there's gonna be, it's still very fresh, and I would imagine that maybe the next day or an hour
Dire
later you
team's turn to
can
pick.
you
Radiant
can
team's turn to
see
pick.
like, okay, you know what, this went wrong,
Oh, that's an
and
Earth
then you
Spirit.
can pick it again. But yeah, Earth Spirit it is.
I thought it was going to be Clock. I feel like Clock is better against these heroes. Okay, so Liquid need, what, a 5 position? Just pick up
10
the,
seconds remaining.
take
Take what?
seconds
take
remaining.
Oracle again.
What's Kurogi gonna play, or Oracle? You think? Actually, TNC bans out the puck, so they are expecting.
Oh, you
still
know, what'd be
to...
sick though? Silencer. They had a 5. If Liquid had a 5-position silencer right now, I'd be a big fan of
Yeah,
that.
they can still do that. They could even still go for core silencer. We have seen actually a support Zeus, haven't we? Maybe not this tournament.
Yeah,
maybe not this
it's
year,
people
but-
played as a 4.
Yeah.
It's rare. That's why I said, by picking the Zeus, you can still leave things open. By playing a 4-position Zeus, but I would imagine at that point it's
TNC is expecting it because they ban out the puck.
yeah. That's the weird part to me. They think so. They also think it was a 4-position Zeus.
Yeah.
I mean, I flirted around with the idea after they chose it because I don't know if you heard the panel this morning, but Pycat was talking about this concept of having open heroes in drafting.
Yeah, I heard a bit of that.
Yeah, he was just saying usually you pick a hero that can go in multiple roles to try to keep them guessing.
Your
And
hero.
it is a
4-position Zeus.
it's a 4-position
Miracle
Zeus.
PL. So talk to me about 4-position Zeus. Why is it good?
Why is it not good? it's the best. It's just weird
Alright.
because then your Sand King is your 5 position in this
Yeah.
situation. Because Kuroki typically, I mean, he's fine as a roamer too, but it puts you in an odd situation just because GH is normally going to be the guy that roams around the map with the stuns. And so your lineup is like really greedy.
From a new perspective, I'm
Mhm.
thinking Zeus. He's fairly slow.
Yes.
ganking is not going to be super successful, and
10
your mana pool is going to go
seconds
down real fast, so you can't gank too much either, so the ganks that you do make
5
have to be
seconds
successful.
Okay.
And you got a Zeus, you have to rely on the Sand King initiation, because he's going to be the one to have the disable, because they are very low on disables. So overall, I kind of feel like Zeus, it takes a while before you can actually do things. And you need levels as well. And what I like about, for example, an Earthshaker as a position 4, he doesn't need that many levels. And a lot of supports have that, where they don't need a lot of levels to be super successful and super like impactful. Earth Spirit is one of those, and he's only a couple of levels and he can make big plays. But Zeus doesn't have that. So what's something that I'm missing here?
So for most supports, when they hit level 6, it's kind of mediocre. Like you'll get your big ability, but it'll be much. People play Sand King, oftentimes you need Blink to be able to do too much. But with Zeus, once you hit 6, you're good.
Prepare for
Your hero's
battle.
fine. Like it's gonna do all the things that your hero's supposed to do. Do you have a hero that has a really easy mechanism for denying wards? So you're almost always gonna win the vision game when you're just trading up against other heroes. And right now there's a dearth of heroes that can effectively trade with offlaners, and Zeus is probably Mark Lightning.
I
Like
mean, he's got 3 clarities, he's ready.
It's kind of a weird situation because you know, you typically see GH playing heroes like the Sand King.
Yeah. Bit more playmaker heroes.
Yeah. Okay, so independent of the teams, whose draft do
30
you
seconds to battle.
like better?
So there's 2 factors here, because I'm not really convinced by the Zeus support, but I'm also not convinced by the Earth Spirit's support. That being said, it is a Tim's Earth Spirit, and I know that he's really good at the hero. So I would imagine I actually like TNC's draft a little bit more in this case.
Okay.
And that is mostly because of the Zeus.
Fair.
And I'm not too much of a fan of Lone Druid either. So.
I'm gonna get all my predictions right now, by the way.
Okay.
This ain't no snowball fight.
I'm feeling quite confident about this. Is TNC, look at this trap that they've set.
Yep.
They can get both.
They are going to try to get both. Kuroki's going to be the first target. He is going to try to burrow himself away, maybe chase him about a bit, buying some time for Miracle to get out, but Miracle was fine regardless. He also didn't even skill Doppelganger yet. He's not forced to do that. He's also thinking he's fine to go back to base. That might have been not greedy of him. The Dual Breath misses though. That means that...
Oh, this is really cool. Kuka can now level his Blink because he knows that the mid PL doesn't have his... What is it called? Spirit Lens? Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to get the first word in that.
GH is gonna hang out mid a bit, seeing if Miracle needs any help. But just like that, also Kuroki is hanging mid as well. So let's take a look at who's playing what. Because I still like to introduce everybody. Cuckoo on the Queen of Pain, instead of TNC, Dire side. We've got Sat. Have on the Lycan. On the side of Team Liquid, Mind Control is playing the Beastmaster. He's gonna get some company from his teammate Kuroki on the Sand King, but he's first gonna see Tims rolling in. There's a Dual Breath as well, slowing him down. The Lycan Howl is there, but there's not enough damage, and the tower scares them off, just like Kuroki scares them off as well. He's got that Burrow Strike available, but didn't need to use it at all. In the mid lane, it is Miracle on the Phantom Lancer, and then bottom. It's a dual lane at the moment with MATUMBAMAN's Lone Druid, another signature hero there, and GH on the Zeus that we also saw hanging about mid earlier.
Everything's going pretty good right now for Liquid. They were tops in CS, but not a lot of conclusions that you can draw just off the beginning of this game. Nothing too severe has happened. For me anyways, Sam H getting this amount of levels in this bottom lane already is really promising. We talked about how Zeus is probably going to trade, but it doesn't seem that effective.
Oh, he's just walking back and forth. He's getting the rune. Seeing where he goes, back middle or maybe back bottom. Maybe gets more runes. There's an Invis rune actually at the bottom spot.
Yeah. And Miracle just gonna doppel walk forward and...
Oh, he might pay
he doesn't
for that
have
one. Doesn't have a double walk, and they know this too. Tims, he's taking a lot of damage. Gets the kickoff still. Cuckoo chasing out Miracle. That
Miracle should be dead here.
There is GH helping out. The Fairy Fire is not keeping Miracle alive. GH is
Cuckoo's
looking for
really
the kill.
low.
Kuroki will get the burrow out and take the kill.
That's that support duo. You doubted it, Cheever,
I
but
did.
look at them go. Let's ignore the fact that their PL died first. But
But at the same time, you got a Lone Druid and a Beastmaster on the top and bottom lane, and those two don't need that much help, so they actually can help out mid a lot. They are free to rotate like that without too many consequences that are negative for the other lanes.
yeah, the interesting thing for me right now, this Bat Rider. Not sure what Liquid solution is going to be about it, just because MATUMBAMAN, like, this isn't the best one-on-one situation for him in general. And this top wave, this Beastmaster, doing a pretty good job actually. He has 9 CS, despite the fact that he was originally against 3 different heroes. This dual lane though up at top shouldn't accomplish too much. So instead Kuro, who stacked one time, is just gonna sandstorm these up. Probably the correct play to make since there's nothing else to do.
Yeah, just getting some levels on the board and then not hindering the Beastmaster too much. He doesn't need help right now. Oh.
You really want the level 2. You get an extra 100 range on your stun.
Yeah. You went to your level 3.
But where's he gonna go? Is the question that I want to pose to you, just because.
To get experience, you mean?
Well, just.
Or once he has it?
Yeah, because he can't really go mid, because Cuckoo shouldn't die. If he the only reason he dies there is because they all-in committed on Miracle, right? In the first place, is Miracle gonna get jumped on again? And it looks like this should be a kill. He's gonna pop his Fairy Fire, but so will Cuckoo, and that's a solo kill, and...
That's a return kill, but still the experience going the way of
oh, GH.
Pain.
Poor GH.
GH is getting run down. This is
oh, he juked him!
Well,
but did he?
I mean, nope, not enough. That's gonna be a dead Zeus.
They're
And
just getting solo killed.
Yeah. The turn rate is also so low that even if he wants to turn around, still do some damage to that Bat Rider, he doesn't even get any spells off.
Blink was committed by Queen of Pain, so they want to make a move on this. Miracle gonna throw out that Lance. They want to chase this down. There's gonna be a time period where there's kill potential here.
Yeah, 2 seconds for the Blink. Cuckoo will be able to make it out, and there's a Jakiro coming in as well, making sure that they can't chase under that tower. And oh, not just Tim's got stuck by some neutrals. That courier revealed Tim's position as well. It is taking the long way around back. GH having a bit of Cuckoo trouble right now. Cuckoo jumping in. He has got the damage to take GH down. GH does as much damage as he can.
Cuckoo doesn't have Blink.
Has got a Burrow Strike available just now. That courier's just hanging out there in the air, trying to be a bait, making sure that they can't hit Kuroki perhaps, Cuckoo perhaps, and they did not hit Kuroki, and Tim's gets out as well.
Too.
They're just getting out, and it's Shrine time. It's 5 minutes 20. Shrine's just up. And
it's Shrine time.
It's, I mean, TNC just styled on them. I don't normally use that because I don't like to say that, but they actually just made everything working out in their favor.
You don't like to say styled on them, but you're willing to say Shrine time? That sounds like the worst talk show of all time. It's Shrine time. Oh, mid lane.
Strike time. It was the first time I
Cuckoo.
said that. He is having a blink. He's gonna need it too. There's no mana for the Burrow Strike, unfortunately. For
They will Shrine time themselves at bottom.
Oh, Bat Rider is gonna get some help, but it's not gonna be in time for him. But they might get the return kill anyway. They do indeed.
Definitely do. But solo XP for MATUMBAMAN.
Yes.
Killing a level 5 Bite Rider. Not the worst exchange that they've had. Like in terms of gold, slightly goes ahead for TNC, but you have to commit 2 supports down at bottom for that. So Mind Control, the wave is going to push in for him a little bit. And at the same time, Liquid knows that there is a stack here, which is most likely going to go for this Bat Rider. Go towards this Bat Rider, I should say.
Dire scanning. Where are they scanning? Oh, they want to see if there's someone waiting on the high ground. Boom, getting some help. Miracle's fine. GH is around there as well. GH is level 3. And as you said, when he reaches level 6, that's basically what he's there for. So levels are kind of important for the supports in this game, or at least for him specifically. We already had the Sentient level 3. We got level 2 Burrow Strike helping out. And overall in levels, it is there's TNC supports that are doing a little bit better with the Jakiro already level 4.
Yeah, this game going much better, and it's less of a cluttered game, because in the last game, there's a sense of foreboding, right?
Yeah.
Where you run into this Huskar and you're like, guys, we have to do everything we can to deal with this Huskar, and if we don't, the game's gonna be over. We've got to win the other 2 lanes. But no, you can take the game at a much more even approach this game.
Oh, the Burrow Strike. He popped his wall form. He might be able to get out. He's taking a lot of damage, but it's not enough to take him down. And Liquid, I gotta have to watch him run away. with an inch of his life, but no level 6 on GH, so they can't punish that. And he is actually
Oh,
going
mid
for
lane.
the
Miracle.
Miracle.
He's trying to get the ulti off.
Yeah, there's one Sonic Wave available, but he's not going for that anymore.
He was so afraid.
Yeah.
He queued it up. He canceled it like 4 different times because
You know that the doppelganger
that's
is
embarrassing.
coming. Yeah.
Yeah. There's not a lot of time for Miracle to get that off either, but
But if anybody can do it, it is Miracle.
yeah, that's the respect that you just simply show.
Yeah. Hey, look, it's Shrine time.
It's
I'm gonna say that every time now. No,
it's
I
Shrine
won't.
o'clock.
Don't worry. Oh, jeez.
You started it. I'm trying to help finish it so that we never say that again.
Well, I mean, that's fair enough. We'll get bored of it. Top lane, we got Mind Control waiting in the wings, maybe trying to get a kill on Jakiro. If he is probably able to chase Jakiro. Jakiro is a very slow hero, especially when you have got the boar helping you out. Nice kill.
I take my offering first.
But Boyfriend died for that.
You know, second place.
Somebody's got to die for the cause.
Yep.
Mind
What
control.
happened to Creep Lives Matter?
They don't. That it's not really a creep. It's like your buddy that you
But
just
that's
watch
even
die.
worse.
In a way. But I don't have friends, so it doesn't matter to
Wow.
me.
That hurts.
Oh, Tim's is spotted here. He's gonna lay down the sentry. He kind of understands.
That's his vision right there. But it's just DH too, though. We did miss a kill. I missed a kill.
Now he gets it.
Yep, he got the Sonic Wave off at the right time. And Miracle had Doppelganger available, but didn't get it off in time.
That time he threw it anyways.
Yeah,
he's like, screw you, Miracle. You're not that good.
I mean, you gotta try, right? You gotta try. So
Yeah.
he tried. He did take a lot of damage himself. So
You watch basketball at all? It's like when guys are afraid to get dunked on, so they don't even take effort. They don't want to get embarrassed, but
it's like me playing Pudge.
yeah, you just gotta do it.
I just don't hook because I'm afraid to miss him.
Nah, you just gotta take the risk. You miss every shot you don't take, Shiver.
Yeah, that's true. This is true. Wise lessons. Mind Control wrapping around on the bottom lane. Wants to go for Sam H. He's got a roar available. Just needs
there's the
to
Firefly.
There's the roar.
He turns around.
And the axes, and Bedrider is entangled, and that makes him go down.
There's a Jakiro TP. He might regret this.
He is regretting this, very much so. He is getting some help from the mic, and maybe he set up a kill for Mind Control, but no! He gets speared back in the pace, still the chase is on, but he's not going to get the kill. Mind
Oh, and he gets
anymore,
rooted too.
He gets rooted, of course he does. MATUMBAMAN. He still goes down. Cuckoo comes in with a haste rune.
They should know that Mind Control's down there. I think Cuckoo chases this.
Yeah, maybe it's going to be a scan. A scan available for the Dire team? Yes, it is. But,
Cuckoo's trying to game sense this, but Mind Control has the Hawk out, trying to sense when he walks past. He's got the Tranquil Boots healing him now too, Cuckoo.
Yeah, he's fine.
Not gonna end up going for this.
Miracle's actually coming in. Taking the farm.
Just takes one creep and walks away.
That'll teach him. Ooh, doppelganger used, but Cuckoo is not going to commit. He has got a couple of stick charges.
Yeah,
no
up at bottom,
Sonic
Raven.
Wave. Yeah, Mind Control came back out and make sure that the Lycan that didn't have his wolf form anymore gets punished for overextending. He was very deep without any assistance.
Yeah. Plus MATUMBAMAN is the best at fortuitous routes.
I mean, at this point, it's just skill.
Radiant's top tower deserves just as
Whenever
much
you
help
need
as
the root.
bottom. Radiant structures have
Really feel like not to overthink it, but I think you do go for the dive there. You just because you know that the Beastmaster TP down there. There's no other way that he can get there fast. Plus the Queen of Pain had blocked off that.
You mean Cuckoo when he...
Yeah, because he blinked forward, so he knows that he has to
Yeah.
be down there. I think it's worth the scan, just as a hindsight note.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's a hard call to make, but you probably still try to do it.
Let's see if... Yeah, this is scouted out. The wolves are here with the vision. So they know GH and Mind Control are hanging about this tower, and they might actually choose to fight this. Tim's coming in as well. Tim's is level 6 by this point. We have wolf form up again in a second. They might try to make something happen here. They're looking for it. The roar comes out on Tim's. He's gonna start this all off, and that means Tims is down. They do get GH, and Raven, he's not done yet. He's looking for mind control. The Wolves have got the scent of this Beastmaster, and this Beastmaster is definitely not a master of the other beast. Raven does get feared away, however. Cuckoo still on the chase. Raven coming back in, mighty speedy. His wolf form ended, and mind control realizes he's done for. He's just gonna stand there and take it like a man.
He tried to suicide though. That was pretty cool.
With the boar?
Yeah. He tried to. The boars were gonna get revenge.
Yeah. Might take some life with the master. Oh, Sam H! You're dead! Hey! Zeus, I already used his ult once, actually. My bad.
That was weird. He just sort of got nuked by 3 different things and went down. And
I mean, there's a lot of nuke damage on Liquid.
They're gonna pop the shrine.
Yeah, and they're gonna go in, or they want to go in, perhaps. Kuroki.
Who does have his ultimate?
Yeah.
Not quite committing it yet, as
He wants to do it on more than one person, I guess. So he's gonna maybe. Oh, more nuke damage, gets punished for it. He does let out his ult. He does hit the 2 supports.
oh, he's gonna go for it, Tims.
Yeah, gets a 2 with a nice kick there.
That's a Tims Earth Spirit.
That's a Tim's Earth Spirit for sure. In the meantime, on the top lane, there is a MATUMBAMAN in a bit of danger. Sam H gets feared away. They still want to go for that bear, perhaps.
The 2 dragon dudes.
The master as well.
Look at that root. I told you.
Yeah, he's getting it, but nice flame break. Not enough to take down the bear, unfortunately. Or is it maybe that link dagger? Nah, no way. Overall, though, TNC is doing just fine. Their net worth, obviously, the lone druid is topping the charge, but they're liking their Queen of Pain. Sam H and Cuckoo are doing good. Compared to last game, it's a world of difference.
Compared to the last game, everything's okay.
Last game was rough.
Last game, they like 2 minutes from now they get roached.
Yeah.
Pretty much everything fixes that.
Last game, 5 minutes from now, they got racked. That doesn't look like it's happening this time. And the problem, you said previous game that you felt like TNC always was lacking a bit of push in their draft. They definitely fixed that with this game because they have the Lycan. So that helps. And they have they are going for the Necronomicon. So the Necrobook is going to be
up at bottom 2. They're going to pop the ulti. Does it get the kick?
Ooh, that was just in time. Mind control not allowed to teleport out. Gets the roar off, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter for Raven. Tims actually gets the last hit for that because of the roar, but
it's a short cooldown anyway, so
yeah, that's true.
Up at top, MATUMBAMAN's still the saving grace, but TNC definitely playing a very fast pace right now. They've got Bat Rider, Blink Dagger. They want to be able to utilize it to kill MATUMBAMAN. And here we go. There isn't an ulti up on this Queen of Pain, but MATUMBAMAN actually sensing some danger, gonna switch his position a little bit.
There's a lot of people missing from the map.
Tower is under attack.
Cuckoo does show himself to the bear.
Yeah, that was well done by MATUMBAMAN. He senses some danger. He originally was on the low ground with his bear, and then he thinks to himself, my tower's being pushed in. It's very likely that they're gonna wrap in around me.
Yep. They lose 2 tier 1 towers. Actually, the push from Jakiro, I didn't even mention that yet, with Liquid Fire helps out a lot as well. So 2 tier 1s drop. Those were the first towers of the game to go down. Miracle might be a little bit of a pickle, but he just doppelgangers out of there. And now Tims is the one in trouble. Tries to teleport out and should be A-okay. Yeah. Who's not A-okay is GH. He's stuck on a cliff and he's standing in fire. It's never healthy. Sam H used the lasso for that as well.
And if you look at Mind Control's build, doesn't opt to go for the Necro Book immediately, like we said.
Yep.
Instead, preferring to go for the Medallion, but this is a Beastmaster that's gonna struggle to find farm around the map. Oftentimes, if you just look at Beastmasters, historically what they do is they push out that top wave with the rest of his team. They take that tier 1 and tier 2 up at top, and then they get control of the jungle and they can farm non-stop, but has to have rotated a little bit too much as the root. I told you!
Oh! Cuckoo comes in though and gets feared instantly, but at least the Jakiro doesn't die.
Oh, and they might actually find something here in mid.
Yep. Mind control. Tries to save out Miracle. Miracle lives for the moment. Sam H might not live though. GH is there as well. And that is a dead Bet Rider. Was a little bit too deep, thinking he could get a hand on the Phantom Lancer. That is a miracle. Oh! Sonic Wave! Down you go!
Mind Control's game has just been...
It's a tricky game.
This is just not the type of Beastmaster game that you want to play. If you can't take that, the enemy safe lane tower, your game becomes so awkward. And this time around, it's TNC that hasn't lost a single tier 1.
Yeah. They look quite healthy. Bottom lane. Miracle want to try and stop this from happening. Tims is here as well as Raven, though. This is a tricky teleport, and Raven is actually just focusing on this tower. The fortification comes out as a tier 1 tower just dropped, so...
all the summons going on at GH.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
And he's stuck, although he's gonna run around. And the courier goes down, and meanwhile at mid, Kuroki's gonna go.
Fights all around. GH lives. Kuroki, Stand King, does not. 147 does not live either.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They did lose the courier as well. That bottom tower is being pinged out by TNC. They're saying, guys, they rotated all into mid and back. Let's take this tower. During this time as well, Lycan TP's top instead. So he's gonna get control there.
This is like an whole different TNC that we're seeing compared to previous game. They're playing it very clever.
No, they're playing really fast more than anything.
Okay.
Like they make a move, and instead of lingering like they did in the previous games, even if it goes bad, they just move on. There's always a purpose in their direction. They're always making some kind of play that leads to something. It's just smart.
How does Liquid stop this though? Because it feels like, you know, the pace that TNC has set is something that Liquid can't keep up with at the moment.
Yeah, the problem is normally when you have heroes that have this enormous 1 item power spike, and for Lone Druid, of course, that's going to be the Radiance.
Yeah.
If you're not winning the early, you're not going to risk anything. So you just kind of have to deal with the fact that you're going to lose some fights because you're playing 4v5. And you've got a hero like Phantom Lancer that needs minimum core items as well. Like, he needs that diffusal just to be even a little bit effective.
How do you name your bear?
What?
The bear is called El Dodge.
Maybe it's the... wait, hold up. That's so cool.
I don't even know how that happened. But, I mean, that's... I'm confused.
I thought it was a cosmetic thing, but...
I mean, it could be.
I think it's a cosmetic thing. It has to be, right?
Yes, it is. It is.
Okay, see? So if you name the item, then you get to name your bear?
That's really cool.
That's awesome.
I didn't know that was a thing. Oh, Jakiro! 1-4-3-7, he gets scouted out. I guess it is only a Jakiro that dies from a 5-man gank. Burrow Strike comes out. Actually, Tims teleports in. They want to fight this. It's going to be too late for the supports, though. They already dropped. Cuckoo is here. Raven as well. Looking for more. Kuroki he drops as well as Miracle. And they try to get MATUMBAMAN.
MATUMBAMAN would be a huge kill for them here.
Yeah, he's trying to run away. He's maybe getting slowed. If Cuckoo gets close enough, it doesn't even need to happen. He just drops regardless. Godlike for Cuckoo right now. He gets a double. GH, he's trying to cut the wave, making sure that the push doesn't continue there because that might be scary.
Yeah, they're probably gonna still take a lot of damage on this tier 2 tower. They managed to take this 1 range creep with them. This might even mean the tower's death itself. They don't have glyph up, and in mid lane with mind control blinks out, but again, still doesn't have a lot of farm. That tier 2 tower still ends up going down. Up at top, this Lycan getting really farmed. Same with the Queen of Pain and Liquid. During the time they were waiting for this Lone Druid Radiance, they might have just let their opportunity slip a little bit too hard.
At the right side, they still have all their wrecks, so their high ground defense is not too bad at all. They just need to play it a little bit to the late game, but late game for TNC, they don't have too bad lineup for that either. Burrow Strike away for Kuroki. He's not gonna get back. That looks unlikely.
Yeah, gonna try to make it around the corner, but this is gonna be a beyond godlike for Cuckoo, who's just gone off in this game.
Yep.
Some solo kills here and there, making plays with his team.
Giving Miracle a tough time in mid as well.
Yep.
Miracle having a diffusal blade, and that's about it. So they're just waiting for their high ground defense, and then hoping that they have enough to deal with it. And they are getting their items up. I mean, with the Radiance there, they definitely have a good shot at getting a solid high ground defense and then holding out until they're on even ground as TNC, I would say.
Yeah, Zeus ult expended. Miracle gonna barely make it out of there. But still, they're just getting pummeled around the map. I think Roshan is probably the next objective for TNC. Liquid should know that that's coming. And that's not an Aegis that you can give away for free. If Cuckoo gets that, he's going to be able to preserve that godlike streak for quite some time.
Hero getting roared, but there's Tims around there, so they can't actually go in too deep. But the entangle is there, and that's all he needs. Necropire gets put out.
The bear's being dragged back.
Yeah, let's see if they can kill him off. They're able to kill off Tims. And this time, Sam H might be in trouble. Couple more sticky napalms, and MATUMBAMAN, he can teleport out. The rest of his team is not there to back him up. And it turns out Liquid takes that engagement quite happy.
Yeah. that's 2 heroes down. Their supports. At the same time, though, they didn't lose the mid tower on the side of TNC. The game kind of resets a little bit for the time being, but it's just base creation tactics more than anything. Like, the Queen of Pain is still immensely powerful. She's got so much farm on her. As DD Rune gonna go to Raven. I would really like to see them go for the Roshan next. We talked about how that was probably gonna be the next objective anyways.
Yeah, there's a Hawk there though from Liquid. Is Liquid in a position to fight that? They have almost got the Blink Dagger for Kuroki, so they would have the level 2 Epicenter and the Blink Burrow.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. There's no way that you give that up. We did talk about the reason why so originally when they picked the Sand King, I thought it would go offlane and Zeus would play the 4, right?
Yes.
And the reason for that is being really clear here is Kuro, look at his Blink Dagger timing.
Yeah, it's not been an easy game for him.
Because he's had to buy all the wards.
Radiant's middle tower go.
So he hasn't been able to really have opportunity to do too much, and he's been trying to stop his team from just getting run over while this lone druid farms.
And it's really difficult getting gold as a support when there's no towers dying.
Yeah.
It makes it extra tricky. In that case, it's not too bad that he had 23 minutes.
Bottom tower needs some help.
But the towers are indeed still standing and not even looking too unhealthy. Maybe the mid one slightly, but yeah, looking solid for TNC. Maybe this lone druid is able to do something here in mid with the tower. In the meantime, they do lose Sam H on that bottom lane, and it looks like Liquid is putting some extra pressure down. Can they take down this bear? They need more people. They have more people as well. In comes Cuckoo, in comes Raven. No teleport out for you.
They even kill the bear.
Yep, bear first, owner after.
Everyone's got to go full retreat mode right now, but TNC, they smell blood.
Yeah, they have such a great chase potential on their lineup as well, with an Earth Spirit and the Lycan.
Liquid though, they're gonna get their second tower of the game.
Oh, Mind Control just showed himself, but he's invisible. You've got the invisible, lucky guy.
Dire's bottom tower is fallen.
Second tower though, Miracle. Just trying to be the second core that this lone druid needs.
Dire's bottom
TNC again. This Roshan's still an open opportunity for them while these 2 cores are down.
Actually, did they know? I think that he teleported out. They saw him walk past in the courier, so.
I think this is a fight that you take if you're Liquid though. You're about to have the Zeus.
I mean, you got.
Lone druid's gonna be up in 10. You've at least gotta. I definitely don't think you give up this Roshan.
Is the Roshan going down too fast? They're not aware of this. Do they have? They don't have the bird here anymore. This is the vision of Team Liquid. They have no clue.
Now it's gonna be way too late.
Yeah.
Something tells me we haven't seen the last of him.
That means Aegis in the hands of Cuckoo, and perhaps soon them trying to go high ground, because that type of fight is very different from the type of fights they've been taking so far.
Yes. You notice, by the way, there's just a ton of clarities being purchased.
By who?
On TNC. Yeah. They both got broken because of the Zeus ult that just came out, but everyone's just spamming clarities. I like it. It means that you get to play this really fast pace where instead of having to go back to base just to heal for mana, which is incredibly annoying.
And nobody has mana boost.
Yeah. So that's why they have to continuously do it.
Wouldn't you say that getting mana boots on a Jakiro, or maybe even on Earth Spirit, is just a little bit better
Oh, for sure.
than buying clarities all the time?
Maybe on the Earth Spirit this game.
They're beating
Jakiro usually goes for the
tower.
goals just because he needs the armor.
Yeah. Hello, Matumbaman.
Or the move speed, I should say, sorry.
Did the... Oh, they don't know. They don't know! Hello.
Oh, now
They know. Hello. Bye.
That is your highest net worth hero. Goodbye.
Yeah, and that is a dead bear. In the meantime, Mind Control is very deep here as well, so trying to maybe cut the wave has a chance to in case the king comes out. They're having a very good time making sure that those waves are constantly in the right position for Team Liquid. They can't really do much with it. Mind Control in the Shadow Blade finds himself Tims with the Roar as well as the Axis. Could be looking to get a kill here. Can Tims get himself up? Blink away from Mind Control.
Tims isn't really sure where he wants to go. But meanwhile, while that happens, Cuckoo finds another kill. That's number 14 for him. Miracle gonna run up, trying to avoid this. And Liquid right now, they're just trying to push in all the waves, make sure that this Aegis doesn't just lead to some kind of Rax push.
Yeah.
And TNC, they're happy to oblige. They're saying, we'll kill you around the map anyways. Doesn't really matter. Miracle gonna run into 1437 here, though.
Is it at some point not for Liquid, or rather for TNC, that their window is kind of closing? Like, they're ahead right now. I guess not even by as much as I thought they were. Like, they're 5k gold ahead. It's
enough at this point. They've got so much more team fight than them too. Like Liquid, their lineup is predicated on just farm. These two cores, they just need to become stronger.
They have to go up against Sand King with the Burrow Epi though. This is a scary high ground fight for TNC.
Yeah. They do have BKB on Raven, but you don't want to just blow it immediately.
No.
You are correct in the sense that high ground against Radiance carriers especially is
a different beast.
Yeah, it's really rough to play against right now.
You gotta pick people off all across the map like they have been doing, and then having the lanes in the right position and then go. Like, that's the ideal scenario. But also Liquid knows that, so that's why they've been doing the waves, like you said, as much. Making sure that the waves are never in the right position for TNC, and it would take too long for them to get the base after a pickoff.
So TNC right now, they push in this bottom wave, mind control. They shadow bladed up actually.
And there is dust available on TNC. Tim's has some. But they're not gonna need it, they're going for mid lane instead. Seeing if someone comes to try and gank Cuckoo.
Yeah. They push out this bottom wave, then they can make the connect happen. Maelstrom coming online for Raven to deal with that Phantom Lancer in case he does become a problem. Because PL is just a hero that they haven't seen for a while.
Link Lasso, that is GH to the low ground. GH to the high ground with Force Staff. Not enough though, with the Sonic Wave coming out from Cuckoo.
Mind control's getting pretty low too.
He does not have a Shadow Blade to get himself away from there, and he gets chased by Cuckoo. Should be another kill for him on the board. Indeed it is, double kill for him. Miracle also outside of the base. Instantly. To get in on the back line, maybe get a support or something, but it wasn't even close.
These are really tanky supports.
Yeah, Jakiro is the highest strength gain of any support.
On top of that, he's got a pipe.
Yeah.
You're not messing with that guy.
You don't want to mess with that guy.
Although
Miracle has
Tim's
to
at
be very
top.
careful.
He's gonna get chased down by the Spare for a second, but MATUMBAMAN says this isn't going anywhere. Backs up, but he cancelled his TP.
MATUMBAMAN?
Yeah, he actually cancelled his TP, so this is an open Rax, and I don't think if TP knows this.
No, I don't think they do. And then they're not gonna force this either, not with the buybacks coming out.
That's gonna reset things a little bit, but from Liquid, very costly.
Yeah.
It's gonna hurt them quite a bit. Having to buy back on Miracle, we talked about how he was gonna be. He needs to shine as a second core if they're gonna have any chance in this right now.
Yeah.
But he's just so underfarmed, Receiver. He's so underfarmed. They need to shove these lanes in faster, but TNC's playing so fast around the map. When I say fast, I mean instead of stopping to farm neutrals, they're going from
objectives.
Yeah, they're going from place to place. They go bottom, then they immediately connect to each other. That's usually what you mean playing fast. Playing slow means you hit these neutrals, you stop on the way, you make sure that you get every single creep, you wait for bounty runes, you do all these things that slow down your play unnecessarily. Whereas TNC, you go up, you shove the wave, you go down, you shove the wave. You skip the wave whenever you can.
Yep. You get the shrines whenever you can. This is the top shrine already. Liquid knows that something needs to change, so it is smoke time. Miracle actually got passed for the smoke. Obviously, they know exactly where TNC was. Pink Cuckoo, this would be a good find. Zeus ultimate to scout everybody out. They go in first, they find the Jakiro. Jakiro is able to lay down an ice path before he dies. Aegis is gone in the meantime. Now with
getting pretty low.
Taken, Kuroki having a bit of a trouble there. Cuckoo alive for the moment, gets a kill, godlike still. In the meantime, the rest of the fight is happening. Zeus is dead as a Raven, as well as Tim's. Just find them. There's no buyback from the Sand King, or Lone Druid, or Zeus. This could be a lane of Rax. Miracle is frantically trying to push out the wave in mid. Top lane is also pushed out, so they are lucky that the lanes are in a good spot right now. Raven is trying to stop that, but the creeps are just running away from him.
Yeah, and this is why I stress outpush so much. Because you're in a position where you want to fight, but you've got to reshove in the lanes, meaning whatever advantage that you might have gained by killing those three heroes gets reset by the fact that you can't immediately go for a high ground push.
Yeah.
That's why oftentimes you'll see teams go for the push first, clear things out, then they'll smoke, and when teams go to solo push it out, that's when you nab a kill here or there, and then you can go for the immediate high ground. Because the fact that Miracle was able to salvage that a little bit by shoving in this mid lane means that TNC didn't really have an opening to capitalize off of. Because it's not like there's a Roshan available either. But when it does come, X Roshan happens, that's when TNC you don't really have to worry so much about shoving in the waves because you can kind of brute force down things.
Yeah.
And even if your side lanes are being shoved in, you don't have to worry so much because you're presuming that you're going to win the fight anyways.
So Liquid's still on the back foot, but it is getting to a point where they're having an opportunity to fight back more than before. And that's why we saw them go for the smoke it, because they thought they had an advantage. But unfortunately, it didn't really work out that way. What are we looking for Liquid to... Like, are they going to contest the next Roshan? Are they in the position to do that?
You're not really, but...
Do they have to?
You're going to die a slow death.
So they have to. You have to kind of hope the TNC makes a mistake in the next couple of fights.
You still have really good abilities if you're Liquid, and your high ground strength is still there, but I feel like it only takes just a little bit more to tip things really hard in TNC's favor, if not already. It's 12k lead, everyone on their team is farmed. You saw in the last fight when they all in on this Shakiro.
Yeah. And he still got the ice path off.
Yeah.
To delay,
He's got a force staff now too, so killing him is going to be even harder. Not that it was easy to begin with.
No, he is very, very tanky. For support. A lot more tanky than the Zeus. We've seen GH and Kuroki having a rough time in 8 Live. Also in terms of levels, Kuroki level 13, lowest level of TNC is level 17.
That is the 5-position Sand King that we were so concerned about. It wasn't even the Zeus so much as it was the Sand King.
Well, they smoke up again. Look for a target. They might find Raven. Got the Beastmaster. Ah, they find him. The Burst Strike is there as well.
Pop everything.
Alright, you got him. You got him, guys. And he does not have buyback. And this is a time where Roshan's actually up. This could be huge.
That is a really sloppy death because of that reason alone. Roshan is up. Bottom lane is relatively shoved in. Like, the only reason you're down there is to die, really.
That's not a good reason.
Yeah, that's just a sloppy death, because now Liquid have this opening. If he doesn't die there, TNC, they push out the waves up at top. You just let Sam H...
Nice bad macro pyre coming up from 137.
Oh, this is huge for them, though.
Yeah.
This is still a fight that Liquid wants to take, though. It is 4v5, but...
Oh, that bear is already dead. Burrow Episode coming out from Kuro, though, almost kills off Tim's and the 1437, but
quite
doesn't.
Die,
Sam H drops the Miracle, but Miracle is already on the retreat. Cuckoo is on his tail. He's trying to get him. Kuroki not able to get away from this one. There you go. 1437 gets him, and Miracle drops as well. That is a 5-man wipe, and they didn't even have a Lycan.
That was still a fight that Liquid had to take, though. It was a 4v5. If you lose that fight, the game most likely ends anyways. That's a risk that you have to take just because of the numerical advantage. This side lane up, pushing. Same with mid and Liquid. I mean, this should mean the game in TNC's favor, because they can just go back for a Roshan if anybody from Liquid comes back alive, forces the buyback, but TNC knows there's no way Liquid has the money for it.
Even if Sankin buys back, what's he gonna do? He doesn't have Epicenter, he would just die.
Yeah, there's a pipe available on the side of TNC.
Yeah,
At minimum, this is going to be 2
that made all the
sets.
difference. That's the only reason that Tim's was able to live through that Epicenter in the pit. And unfortunately for Kuroki, it was only Tim's in the pit, so he was the only one that was even brought low. So that is Lanerax looking to get 2, looking to get 3.
Mega Creeps.
Raven is back in this as well. He's got a BKB available as he was not in the previous fight, so he didn't need to use anything. He does get forced back by the Lone Druid, top lane. Not getting forced back just yet. Getting the melee creeps. No mega creeps just yet. Ooh, BKB and Roar, like it. In trouble. Raven has got Wolf Form in a second, though. Might be enough. He's getting Burst Strike. No! The Force Staff just in time from Tim's, the savior. Raven now in Wolf and now in aggression for...
Oh, MATUMBAMAN in the backline, though. Gonna go down for this.
He's trying to get back to base. Not gonna happen. Cuckoo hasn't died yet for ages. He's 20-2. Mind control outside of his base as well. And Raven, he's looking for revenge for that Roar earlier. He's gonna get it too with the help of Tim's. Nobody dead inside of TNC. And 1 lane of Rax left standing on the bot lane.
It's completely unprotected, though. This range Rax has been lowered a little bit. Shrines are going down to Miracle looking for the chase, but that is 5 heroes alive from TNC. 22k gold lead. TNC showing again. They don't give up free games. They might be splitting, but they're splitting series with the best of them.
Yep. And they're able to hold it. Like really the difference in playstyle for this game compared to last game as well. I just felt like maybe last game the draft was really in their comfort zone. Nah,
forces you in a weird... Shoot. you have an Ember, so you don't have a high ground core, meaning even if you get advantages, you can't split push. You're sort of just on the defensive at all times, and TNC is not a defensive team.
No,
they've got to play aggressive like this.
With, playing this fast pace.
Exactly. So you connect at bottom right now. There's no Aegis. They don't even want to go for this Roshan. I'd say this is the one weird thing about TNC is, for example, when they played against Secret yesterday, they just went for the GG and tried to end the game instead of playing it a little bit more patiently.
Yeah,
but play to win.
Well.
Yeah, but play to win. I enjoy it. They're gonna go for it anyways. There's an Aegis available that's theirs, but they're like, nah.
They get the lasso. They drag out GH and the Zeus. There will be no Zeus in this fight. He buys back though. There will in this fight. Roar actually up on Cuckoo, and he does not have an Aegis. He will die. Loads of money for Miracle as he gets the bounty of the Beyond Godlike Queen of Pain. Raven realizes he has to run.
That's what I mean, man. Why did they have to do that? Why couldn't they just Roche?
They didn't need to do that.
They just needed a Roche. It's like most teams are just gonna go like, guys, we have 2 sets of racks down. They have an exposed racks at bottom. Let's just go for a Roshan. They can't kill our Queen of Pain twice. Who does that?
Well, TNC does that. I mean, for anybody that missed the game that they played against Secret, they had a very, very strong lead.
And then they just all bought back.
And then they bought back and died again. They just died back.
Look who's gonna go for the Roshan. I mean, I gotta appreciate that.
Oh, another lasso. This time it is on the Beastmaster.
He goes on fast.
He goes down very fast. It was an ice path as well. It caught the bear. Sammy just trying to make sure that he runs out from the fight. He gets flame break there as well. Stam getting very far away from his team though, and he'll pay for that one. In the meantime, it was Miracle that was able to take out Batrider.
Yeah, and not necessarily a fight you want to take like that. They're trying to prevent the Roche, but gonna lose the Batrider for it. And
can they take Roche still? Because
without the Beastmaster, I don't think so.
It's not fast enough, you would imagine. But do they know he's here? I think they do. Yeah, they do. They have to. They do.
Make up your mind.
They have a word in the Ancients is hidden when they have it, so they knew he was there. Nice ice path for 1 for 3.
They're just gonna lose heroes?
Both die. Yeah, Necropire comes out, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, Tim's is gonna probably fall here too. Nope. Gonna roll himself away. Raven in the backline. GH.
Oh, he's stuck. No, never mind. Not stuck. GH is the one that's stuck.
GH now has no buyback.
And they know this too. Yes. So this time. They have learned.
They've learned their lesson. It cost them a little bit, but come on, the game is still.
I mean, that's the game of Dota, right? You learn some every time.
Yeah, everyone has to die for it, but it's no problem.
Make sure
you like this 1.74 cooldown Shadow Strike? That's incredible. It's already up again. Arcane Rune plus Octarine Core and the cooldown reduction. This is absurd.
And this is a fight. This could be the last one for Liquid if they don't win this. Raven does not have the Aegis. He does have an Echo Shell on him. He's trying to run. His BKB is ended though. He's got to eat the cheese, and he did. And Cuckoo, he is still alive. Cuckoo has got the Aegis. He's fine in this fight. He takes down Miracle. He helps him on the rest. And that is Sam King dropping as well. Lone Druid, last one surviving. He's in the base. This could be it. There's no buyback on anybody of Team Liquid.
That was so huge. Being able to swap the chase to their teammate. I love cheese passes. Because you got to coordinate so quickly for it. They're going to call GG. There's absolutely no point in playing. No one's got buyback. They're just going to get they're going to get thrown.
What a good game from Team.
Every one of my predictions was wrong, even though I said that. I will say though that I wasn't even close on any of them.
I mean, that just means you watched a good game of Dota, right? Nothing happened as it should. Who doesn't love that?
What? Total number of trees destroyed by 30 minutes. I guessed 0 to 50. The correct answer was 520.
There is a